What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. Thanks so much for being with me. I am your Nootropics information wizard. Thanks for watching. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com, at livecortex.com/blog. Giant blog for nootropics information and podcasts. Biggest one on the planet as far as I can tell. Most robust one. We've got Facebook, facebook.com/Cortex Stacks. Like us because we post a lot of great stuff there, and it is awesome. All of our videos, all of our content, stuff you won't see on the channel here. And then my own personal Facebook page is facebook.com/Ryan Michael Ballo. Okay, we have 6 powerful products that support every shred of this broadcast. Here they are.
Elite level nootropic products.
All right, number 1, the Cortex Nootropic Stack. Basically, in the eyes of our customers, the only pre-made stack that works. And we have people consistently tell us, look, I've tried all the pre-made stacks. I've even tried a lot of racetams, and I couldn't really get them to work the way that I wanted to work. I tried your Cortex stack. I was motivated. My mood was lifted. I had speed of processing. I had verbal fluency. I could actually be productive. I felt a zest for life. You know what I mean? I was driven. That's 7 powerful major things that the Cortex stack delivers to a lot of folks. Get a bottle of what's being called the only pre-made stack, a powerful nootropic compound, Cortex at livecortex.com right now. $32. Link is in the description below. All of our digital nootropics guides are exceptional. I mean, they've got a lot of stacks in them. They teach you how to use nootropics, but mostly they've got stacks laid out that you can take that are so balanced and apply a perfect nootropics methodology that actually get you good results from nootropics rather than people just fussing around with doses that don't make sense and then not getting good results from them. Our most popular product right now is the Nootropics Starter Pack. So look, if you're new to nootropics, just stop right here, spend the money on the Nootropics Starter Pack. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be glad that you did. It is a bottle of Cortex and Smarter, Better, Faster. That's our digital guide that we wrote, which is the tell-all guide in the nootropics world on how to start and how to use nootropics and many stacks to take. Get all that good stuff at livecortex.com. Links in the description below to buy that nootropic stuff. All right, so I came across a study that was in the nootropics subreddit, which was pretty recently. I mean, I think this study just came out. It was first online in the 2017, 26th of May, 2017. I found it today because somebody was talking about it on the nootropics subreddit. It's titled "Meditation is Effective in Reducing Sleepiness and improve sustained attention following acute sleep restriction." So essentially what happened is they got folks to not sleep. They got folks that didn't sleep, that had some sort of sleep restriction, a sleep deficit, and then they got them to meditate, and that changed the measurements of attention and focus that they would have had otherwise in the deficit. And one of the interesting things about that kind of stuff that I kind of want to say as an anecdote before I read this, the abstract of this study to get folks a better idea of exactly what went on here, is that I use that often enough. Over the years, I've had many problems that cause sleep issues. I think we all have in the modern age, whether it's digestive issues or stress issues or otherwise issues or melatonin issues or just whatever. I mean, right? A neighbor being loud, a bar down the street, the dog barking, like there's always something, and sleep is like a hard thing to achieve. And so I've run into it many times, and look, there's many strategies. There's modafinil, there's Cortex, there's oxiracetam is one of the best strategies for resuscitation of brain function after a sleep deficit. But I've noticed that 2 primary things will really help me to get my attention and focus back if I'm not going to take nootropics that day for whatever reason. And they are meditation, right, which validates this study and the point of this video, and binaural beats. Binaural beats are incredible, where you've got different frequencies going in each ear, and then essentially your brain tries to make a frequency based on the difference of those frequencies. Takes a little bit to get in, but it truly puts your brain on a wavelength if you can listen to it and go with it and not think during the time. We really start to feel good, and the brain starts to do this weird regeneration thing, this weird restoration thing, like this crazy meditative, awesome super state that you get in. It's like really pretty impressive. So anyway, here's the study. Optimal information processing requires appropriate mobilization of mental resources. How crazy of a sentence was that? Optimal information processing requires appropriate mobilization of mental resources. It does. Sleep loss increases homeostatic sleep pressure, thereby reducing mobilization of mental resources and consequently diminishing attention function. We all know that. Meditation techniques engage attention processes and mobilize mental resources needed to sustain control of these processes, suggesting a promising role for meditation in counteracting attention deficits associated with sleep loss. Here's the major point. Following a 21-day training period with a concentrated form of yoga nidra meditation, participants completed tests of sustained attention and attention interference control and reported sleepiness and fatigue before and after restricted sleep, and then again after a session of meditation or rest following a crossover design. Sustained attention, sleepiness, and fatigue, but not attention interference control, were impaired following a single night of sleep restriction, which is pretty obvious. Single night of sleep restriction will, create attention problems and sleepiness and fatigue. Following a session of meditation, sustained attention performance, so the capacity to just sustain your attention on something for a considerable period of time, improved and sleepiness decreased. Rest alone did not provide these benefits. So meditation provided the bounce back in attention, and alertness and reduced sleepiness, but resting without sleeping didn't. Just like sitting there resting at rest didn't. Right? Telling us that there's restorative, actual, literal, neurological restorative effects of meditation. Something I've been trying to, I've been trying to tell people that for years. When I first started meditating 10 years ago, I was telling people that, and no one was talking about it back then. People still thought intelligence was fixed, and like meditation couldn't do anything. We didn't really even know about neuroplasticity. The neuroscientist Eric Kandel, who identified neuroplasticity back in the 90s, like he had done it, but like only fringe neuroscientists like knew about it and were talking about it. No mainstream folks were thinking about this. I was thinking about this stuff 10 years ago, and now it's coming out in studies. So look, I think in the nootropics world, folks always have the tendency to try to like, which nootropic stack can I take to improve brain performance and sleep deficits? And that's a noble thing. Modafinil is one of them. Cortex is another one. Right? No question. That's what folks report. Oxiracetam is another one. Aniracetam is another one. Right? All the stacks, so many of the stacks in the Racetam God Guide, try those out. They'll help you wake up from a sleep deficit for sure. The TAU Limitless stack is another one. That's in Smarter, Better, Faster. There's many stacks out there that you can do, that you can take to improve your brain from a sleep deficit, but meditation and binaural beats is are strong ways to do that. And for more exceptionally powerful information about nootropics, snag some of our digital guides. Right now, the most popular one is the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam. That thing gives you 25 powerful aniracetam stacks. It shows you how to dose aniracetam, gives you microdosing protocols, tells you what to cycle on when you cycle off of aniracetam, shows you how to cycle aniracetam, teaches you what aniracetam stacks well with, stacks perfectly with in the right quantities. It's basically one of the most powerful digital guides on the planet. Get that and all of our other guides at livecortex.com. And right now, Cortex, our powerful nootropic stack, is $32. If you want a stack that turns the lights on, snag a bottle of Cortex. You will be surprised. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic Stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex stack does. Moving right along, the Aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful Aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use Aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to Aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it. We delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the nootropic stack for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, alcar stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the Noopept Pro Stack List. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying Noopept nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of Noopept stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of Noopept stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many Racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics, to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.